Now, the capture of dozens of Israeli soldiers and civilians by Hamas militants has stirred Israeli emotions more viscerally than any crisis in the country's recent memory.
Right, and setting aside their differences, top Israeli leaders have discussed the possibility of forming an emergency national unity government, as we were discussing, Shivan.
Yes.
And addressing the nation, Israeli President Herzog urged national unity.
Now, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, opposition leader Yair Lapid and National Unity Party leader Benny Gantz discussed forming an emergency government following the devastating surprise attack against Israel on Saturday. Netanyahu says that he offered the two when they met him for a security briefing to enter into a wide emergency government. The Prime Minister cited past Likud leader Menachem Begin joining then Prime Minister Levi Eshkol's government on the eve of the war in 1967. Now, a lot of what has happened in the past is replaying, and they can take a page or two from the history books. Now, as per Israeli media reports, the two expressed their willingness, but Lapid demanded far-right leaders and ministers, Bezalel Smotrich and Itamar Ben-Gvir, be removed. Gantz agreed to join alongside the two. Both ministers have made incendiary comments and policy proposals against Palestinians. Now, Lapid is reportedly concerned with their ability to manage a war, especially as violence may spill over into the West Bank and northern border. Now, that is a major concern here of the violence spilling across. Both Lapid and Gantz have previously lambasted Netanyahu for forming a government with leaders they see as extremists. They have previously eschewed the idea of a unity government that included them. Israeli media reports further state that Israel-Palestine party chairman Avigdor Lieberman also said he would join the current government, but he conditioned his support on Netanyahu, defense minister and IDF chief of staff, publicly announcing that the government intends to eliminate the Hamas terror organization and all its terrorist leaders, and will not suffice with anything less. Both Lapid and Gantz, as well as fellow opposition party head Avigdor Lieberman, previously served in governments with Netanyahu. Now, the three one-time political allies have since become rivals to the Prime Minister, whom they have called untrustworthy and corrupt. Rallying citizens, Israeli President said, and I quote, "Such a war does not end in the blink of an eye." Now, Isaac Herzog stated that Israel has been fighting since the dawn of its creation for its very existence. Urging national unity, he said, "Let us keep this spirit of heroism and this togetherness. It is our most powerful weapon."
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.